Right, time to relax after a hard week of work. MCC 29 was something else. But there's another event already happening on an interesting day, I'd say. This is Duechayapol and welcome back to Behind the Dome, the show where we now feature people on the show. Like, no way right now. That's right. Before we move on though, as mentioned earlier, MCC is back again after not that long of a break actually, at an interesting date of April 1st at 8 PM BST. Yeah, interesting day. MCC Scuffed, yeah. The live show will be of course an hour earlier, so yeah, and also teams are also announced as well this week, and we will just get to that in just a bit, okay? Right, now, tonight we will be joined by Ajax for some chit chat about MCC and many more things, as well as a look at an ace race thing. Yeah, but before we get through anything though, here are the teams who will be competing in MCC Scuffed. Here are all the teams that will be competing in MC Championship Scuffed. Orange Oslets with Sneak Snack, Ranbu, Martin in the Littlewood, and Kara Corvus. Sneak and Ranbu are back again, this time better than ever before. From Martin's and Kara's time involved Hunters, would that translate to a win in the event?
I have an idea.
We need to go.
I have an idea. Go in.
Go in.
Go in.
You got this, Ranbu.
Oh my god!
Cyan Coyotes with CPK, Pizza Hut, False Symmetry, and Pearlescent Moon. CPK and Pete are back together again after the last event, as well as the recent winner of the tournament. With existing chemistry amongst the team, what will this team bring to the table?
Damn clue.
What's gonna happen?
Down I go. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get off my block!
Is really starting to piss me off.
That was like the best thing I've done in like a long time.
Red Rabbits with Sylvie, Hannah XX Rose, Tapo, and Ginelli. It's the Gamer Girls and the Apple himself. With consistent improvements from everyone in the team, will they finally earn a spot in Dodge Boat?
Oh my god! Sylvie, no! No! Oh my god! No!
Green Geckos with Ollie Orion Sound, Puns, Krinios, and Beckymon. Ollie is back as was Pun wanting redemption after the last event. With Becky's and Krinios' times in the event, will they break the Pun's green curse?
I'm looking you dead in the eye, buddy.
You don't have a lot of surface area.
That's good.
Okay.
Let's go!
Pink Paris with Jojo Solos, Green, Shovel, and LD Shadow Lady. A wish come true indeed for Lizzie, with her finally being teamed together with Jojo. With Green returning to the event, improvements from Shovel, as well as a very cracked Jojo with this team, will they win this Scuffed event?
You guys are getting flanked. Check behind you. Purple, there's one.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
George
okay.
behind.
Oh, I'm dead. I got it. I got a couple hits in. Nice. Okay, nice.
hitting George with my-
Just gang up on them. Just don't go away. Nice. Come on.
Watch.
Hey, go.
Let me kill her. Thank you.
You get
Alright.
Nice!
That was good.
Blue Bass with Gemini Taze, Scott S. Major, Whip, and Largest Beans. The Empire's gang is here, and the return of Whip in MC Championship. But with that in mind, will Joel's internet strike again?
Oh, one in midweek. One in midweek still.
Sat not dead.
Last person mid.
Yeah, but I killed him and I play CSGO, which is a superior game. So.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yellow Chickens with Mr. Gaming, AMC, Blushy, and Fuser Minecraft. Blushy is back, this time with really improved players of AMC, Fuser, and Jimmy Mr. Gaming. But will the trajectory keep on rising?
let you bridge. I'm gonna let you bridge.
I finished second. I finished second. I finished second.
Let's go. First team. Second team.
Purple Pandas with Critic Zeus, Vixela, Dr. Gluon, and Water Breathman. 3/4 of the Simmers are here with not Fire Breathman himself. With dedication to win the event as well as improvements across the board, will they come not last?
Okay, I fell down too.
Good job, Zeus.
Uh-oh.
Oh gosh. Okay, they're hitting us. They're hitting us. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
You got this.
Oh dang it! Yes! Simmer's back! Simmer's back!
Aquaxolotls with Enfrost, Connor Eats Pants, Tubbo, and Velvet's Cake. Enfrost and Velvet are back again together in this event, as was Tubbo and Connor. With chaotic and new chemistries in the team, will Connor accuse someone for stream sniping again?
Just hide, Connor. Just hide. We go.
Oh fuck! Yeah, they're stream sniping. Stream snipers. Stream snipers.
Lime Llamas with Skeppy, Awesome Dude, Bad Boy Halo, and Punk. The Badland lads are here together in this event, but would that chemistry carry on to this chaotic event?
Well, let's go Pong. Let's go Pong.
Yes! I did it! I did it!
These are all the teams of MCC Scuffed. That's some interesting teams, I would say. So, with that out of the way, my guest tonight is the man with the predictions, and of course he is the quarter of the not Aussie 4 stack. Here's Ajax. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hello. Yep.
I'm good.
So, we have... Let's just talk about this first. What is not Aussie 4 stack, for those who are wondering?
Okay, so I met Twiggy through a Minecraft tournament.
Alright.
And they were like having a test event. So I was like, okay, let's get the best player from that test event, or from the event before. So that's We Choke on Milk, who's also called Ian. And then I was like, oh, we need one more. And I knew of Mighty Brothers 1, and I just find Mighty Brothers 1 so funny.
Oh, yeah.
Just naturally, he is so funny. He might be upset about me saying this. He's just naturally amazing to be around. He just makes me laugh, and so on. There's also there's another group of 8 people, or it might be 7 in Australia, who joined together. So it's Lockie Ness from MCC, the show.
Yep.
A bunch of them. The Ham Sandwich. There's 8, so I can't go through them all. Who call themselves the Aussie 4 stack because they join together whenever they play a tournament or whenever they're just playing online and so on.
Oh yeah.
So we were just like, it would be hilarious if we call ourselves the not Aussie 4 stack and just completely rip off their brand, make it so it's just us 4, which upsets people as well.
Yeah. So let's talk about the thing that is on the screen, MCC. So
my favorite thing.
My favorite thing, of course. So how did you get started actually in MCC, in the good old MCC space, the one with 2 dominant channels, and then we got me, got you, we got everybody. How did you start it?
So back in 2019, I think it's the end of 2019. Oh no, end of 2020. I might be wrong there. Basically, back some time ago, it was MCC 13 had just ended, and it was the same day MCC 13 as the Dream cheating allegations came out.
Oh yeah.
So I posted a video sort of going, it feels really like they're targeting him and so on because it was released on this day and all this sort of stuff, only for it to be true that he cheated. So that broke my heart.
Oh yeah.
And I commonly make jokes about the fact he cheated on the stream. So that video that I made like went huge, and it was the first video I'd ever done that was just sort of a commentary talking about stuff. Because I'd just done like gaming stuff that doesn't even exist on my channel now before that. So I was talking, my friend who like pushed me to do that video was like, okay, what do you do next and so on. And I really wanted to do MCC, but it just gone in its big break. And I have a good mind for YouTube, so I knew it wouldn't like do any numbers if I did videos on that. So I actually made like my first MCC video. So I did Dream SMP content, but I'd made my big MCC video before that. I did the top 10 players. Which was how I started.
Yeah.
So it was done on averages, and I found like that from. I just found all the stats from him, and I was like, okay, let me add this spin on it of me saying how good these players are and what they're good at, and that's sort of where it went from. And that video ended up being, it's now my second best video. So I just kicked on from there because I did not like the way the Dream SMP was going. And I think MCC is perfect.
Let's go back a bit in MCC 29. So,
yes, perfect.
How are you feeling about MCC 29 as a whole?
For me, it was one of the best ones I've seen. I loved it. I loved the direction they're going in, where they went, we're pretty happy with what we've got. Let's just make stuff better.
Yeah,
that's so good, and I think they're so right. They are really in a good place, and they should just make stuff better now. So 29 was just really good. It was so bounced.
Most balanced yet.
It was insane. I think Smajor's done just incredibly with that over the last few times, and we're just continuing to go better and better. And I think for me, it was sort of like in the off season, I go, oh, maybe I'll not do as much MCC content this year, and then it comes back, and I'm like, yep, I love this thing.
Right. What team do you enjoy the most in the event?
Oh, what teams?
Team or teams, depending on you.
Well, I very much like Cyan and Aqua. That's just I like the
Cyan and
colours.
Aqua, yeah.
And I always feel like they just have like quite a good group of people in it every time. I'm very much about. I got very into the idea of leadership, so I like H-Bomb. Tommy, I think, is a good leader in his own way. 5 Up, Jojo recently, Purpled, who leads by just getting so many points.
Oh yeah, getting so many points. To get to the side. Just that domination. One last thing before we move on to another segment. What do you think MCC Scuffed would be?
I just think it's going to be crazy. I have no idea what it's going to be. I can't wait to see them just add, like, anyone into the event. They can just add a crazy amount of people. I'm expecting maybe... I have a common joke on my channel that Barack Obama should play MCC. And whilst I'm not expecting that, I'm expecting some sort of weird person you never expect to see.
Hey. It's just, I can't wait for MCC Scuffed. Like, seriously, it's just like, there's so many possibilities of what the event could be. I mean, if you consider like MCC 30 or like canon events, you expect something. Like, you expect balanced teams, you expect perfectly good games, maybe a little bit of weird scoring in there, but MCC Scuffed, anything could happen. Really, anything could happen.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Oh, I imagine if they mess with the scoring, that'd be so funny.
Like, just one times every game, or just do the block wars thing, like 2.5 game 7 3. It's just anything can happen in MCC Scuffed.
Definitely.
So alrighty, thank you so much for joining me, and we will be chatting
of course.
We'll be chatting more with Ajax, as was in our brand new series. Actually, we will be talking more about MCC 29, and as was himself in like various other Minecraft tournaments and such on MCC Live Show Overtime. This is a brand new series, a brand new podcast, and it's gonna be released tomorrow, actually, at 8 at the same time, 3 p.m. BST, GMT, whatever your time zone is. But be sure to check out that after Behind the Dome tomorrow. And now it's time to look at... With Python's Crypt being a very struggling map for some people, and that this map involves plenty of tridents that people may find it confusing. So, we have compiled some of the players' runs of the map in MCC 20 and a theoretical fastest run of this good old map. But before that, let's run down through each section of the map itself. The first section is what we call the foot race nostalgia. This section runs from the start of the map until the start of the very first elytra section of the map. This section is all about keeping the momentum going via speed boosts and avoiding obstacles, such as the sweet berry bushes and lava below other players. This section contains two of the most prominent skips of the map itself, the side path and the minecart skip. These skips appear consecutively and that players can execute all of them if they want to. Only 2 people did all of these skips in MCC 20 from the perspectives we have, Fruitberries and Lumina, in which while Fruitberries did all the skips mentioned, Illumina did 5 out of 6 potential skips, with 1 being a fail for him. They saved roughly around 3 seconds compared to other players who either only did 1 skip per lap or not at all. This section starts from the start of the first elytra section of the map to the start of the second elytra section of the map, directly to the mouth of the snake. Now, this section can be divided into 3 further sections, the first being the elytras themselves. Now, as the elytras were deployed automatically for this version, players should fight themselves all the way to the orange boost pad. Not the sides, but the pad. Overshooting it can really lose the players a couple of seconds. The second part is the boost pads, in which aiming where you go is the key to master the jumps. If you fall from the tree branch, then that could set you back a bit. And the third section is the tridents. In this, players have to jump from the side waterfall to the platform above. If the aim is not correct, then they will have to traverse back up the waterfall again. The tridents were indeed a problem to most of the people here indeed. They are quite finicky sometimes, and most of the time lost were based on that. And the tree branch jumps as well. Those time loss accounted for like 5 seconds to 10 seconds, and yeah, it do be a struggling section indeed. This section covers the second elytra section and the snake climb. This section, in this case, stops when the player touches the water for the next underwater section of the map. Now, this is all about trying not to get stuck inside the snake, as of course, getting stuck means you are wasting valuable time in the snake itself. This section is pretty easy to do, but getting stuck can lose you in upwards of 5 seconds or more. Also, be careful of your elytras. Seriously. This section covers the underwater section of the map, all the way to the final elytra section of the map. This section is really trident heavy, as one of the biggest skips of the map is this. Yes, the tridenting at the end of the underwater section. Now, to accomplish this, try to aim at the waterfall on the side itself by going to the further right of the underwater section before exiting. This can be a really huge skip if this was done carefully, as if it's not done carefully or successfully, that could waste some seconds to your time. Otherwise though, the rest of the sections is all about aim precision. Aim each waterfall carefully, and for the last waterfall, you should aim to not get stuck at the archway, as it can glitch you out a lot. Now, this section's time varies a lot depending on those tridents, but keeping consistency is very crucial here, as some who did the skips still get around 20 or 22 seconds for this section. This final section covers the final elytra section of the map and the finishing sprint of the map. Now, for the elytra part of the section, try to aim low and avoid hitting the ceiling here, as that could slow you down. A not so skip for some people in this section as well is to gain that momentum from the elytra itself. However, this is not too effective, as the distance is not that dominant, with the difference here between once executing them and not around 50 milliseconds, which is not a lot actually. And the final sprint is all about being aware of where you jump as you sprint through the section itself. Those speed pads could trip you off. All in all, it is somewhat a stretch feeling when you think about it, and the time here is really neck and neck, around 12 or 13 seconds or so. And now the moment you're waiting for, the perfect theoretical best lap of the map. That brings a fastest lap time of around 1:21.5 minutes, in which when compared to Lumina's best lap, it is a merely 2.15 seconds difference. That's really close indeed. Now, when this map is played for the next time, it will of course be changed drastically due to the new Ace Race mechanic system. But hey, this is a video commemorating what the fastest route could have been for the old Python script Ace Race map. Before we end, we are still here with Ajax, and it's time to take in some questions from our good old audience. Previous couple of hours ago, I released a post and tweet announcing the guests, and I have some questions actually for Mr. Ajax himself. So, first question from Xbelly said, if you could change one gameplay thing of one MCC game, what would it be? With conditions. It can't be a scoring system update. It can't be a reward. And yeah, that's the two things. Change of maps is fine. But yeah, what do you think?
So I'm a big fan of F1, right?
Oh yeah, F1.
So I've been thinking, I want just Ace Race, but it's 100 laps long, and that's just an event. Just
100 laps.
Just that as an event. Yeah, 100 laps. I want that to be. I love Ace Race so much. I love this last Ace Race in 29 when they were all so close together.
Yeah.
It just had my heart racing the whole time. That just as a game, just do that as a one-off event where it's just Ace Race. And oh, I would love it. I would love it so much because you get just the adaptation and small mistakes with me so much, and but I doubt they'll ever do that.
Yeah. It's also, if you consider 100 laps, that's also an endurance game as well, whether you could do the 100 laps or not.
Definitely, exactly like F1. Like F1.
But yeah, it's just that Ace Race is something else. That 50 plus people MCC channel, aka MCC the show, that also influenced a lot in the thing. But yeah,
definitely.
Definitely. But yeah, F1 would be nice. Actually, 100 laps. Just a Minecraft championship, MC championship, F1 or something, race day, something like that. But who knows, really?
Maybe they'll get sponsored to do it.
Sponsored.
Who knows?
Hey, who knows? But yeah. Okay, next question from Torius. I'm butchering this name, of course. What's your favorite MCC team or an MCC contestant?
I adored Technoblade very much, and he's still probably my favorite contestant. And due to that, I'd say MCC4, the Purple Pandas, that one. I'm very big into the Sleepy Boys, so that definitely was a big thing for me. I liked the Filza, Tapau, George, Wilbur team a lot.
Yeah.
Then the Aqua Axolotls for MCC 21. Or 20.
20, yeah.
The winners of MCC 20. That was big for me. Yeah, I'd say those are my top 3. I can't think of it. There's definitely some others in there. Like the Blue Bats, MCC 9, obviously Legends and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, really. And yeah. Next question from Quaint VZ, our regular, of course, in MCC Live Show, of course, commenting. Everyone, shout out to them. What's the future of your channel other than MCC?
Okay, so I've thought long and hard about maybe doing other ranking videos. So it's sort of maybe I do it on my channel, maybe I do it on others. I'm working on a long one currently. I have to watch a lot of a certain film series. So I'm thinking of doing that either on my channel or another channel, and also maybe football, but I'm not sure. I kind of like just Ajax being MCC related, and maybe I'll create spin-off channels to do the other stuff I'm interested in, like football, just to keep, I know people want to see MCC. I obviously love Block Wars and so on, but it's very difficult to do MCC and Block Wars and then the other events that I kind of am interested in. So that's tricky, but I would love to do more stuff to do with that.
Of course, really. I'm excited actually, seeing like those more Block Wars predictions and such. But hey, who knows what's to come, really. And yeah, final question here from Carl XE said, how do you think games will be changed and what team names there will be for MCC Scuffed?
I think they're just going to go off the wall, so it'd be like Scarlet Otters or something like that. Just ruin like the team names. Still have colours because branding, but like it'll be the I don't know another name for orange. The brown. I can only think of bees. Brown humans or just weird stuff. Brown squids.
Brown squids.
It's just crazy stuff for just to make it scuffed. Or they might just have even weirder names like numbers, like just 1, 2, 3.
Team 1. Team
1, Team 2. Yep. just completely off the ball. But a lot of tournaments have taken from them, to name it in a certain way. So I definitely want to continue with that.
Yeah. And what do you think about the games?
Oh, the games. Oh. Yeah. I thought about this. I thought maybe they'd do Ace Race backwards.
Ace Race
just
backwards.
Make it so it's very impossible. I thought for like games like Dodgeball, it would be funny just to do it with not even like snowballs or eggs, just chuck like items at them. So you drop items and then go across like the ice and they have to dodge that.
Oh yeah.
That would be silly. And then I thought a big one for me would be Meltdown, but it is like Heat Up or something.
Heat Up, yeah.
I'm not sure how they would do that, but it would be, I think that would be just turning it on its head.
Yeah, who knows really? They have 3 months to think about this event. What will they bring? Who knows really? We will see. Daniel Elton, I'm looking at you, Daniel Elton. Please give me some good things, okay? Right, okay, thank you, bye. Okay, so that's it for Behind the Dome. With MCC Scuffed happening like next week, Behind the Dome will be live again next Friday at 8 p.m. BST. Again, 8 p.m. BST, because daylight savings time and yeah, all that kind of stuff. Until then though, we have the live show again, as I told you, at 7 PM BST on next Saturday. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and keep on watching Duechayapol. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.